Hey guys, Brett from Limestone. Thought I'd just show you what's going on around the farm at the moment, in particular just down here on the upper raised beds above our swales. We've got potatoes as our main crop running through, and we've been trialling daikon radish as a dynamic accumulator, as well as the fact that it is also a biofumigant and helps with nematodes. So you'll see that we've got all the daikon radishes now going to flower, but it's still bringing up some pretty handy nutrient at the moment, so we leave them right at the end and makes for good bee fodder. It's interesting to note, if we just go back down here, you'll notice that we've got chickweed running through most of the garden. The chickweed goes through in different areas, and you'll see it creeping in under here. So we try to use as much chickweed as possible to act as ground cover to keep the moisture in the soil. It's a living. Alright guys, so we've just popped up here into the sheet mulch bed that we did last year, which grew fabulous pumpkins and zucchinis and whatnot. It was just a bit of a dead area behind some fruit trees and in between our lovely little goats here. There you going, Chasey boy. Yeah, so basically what we've done now is we've opened up the hay and we've put in some nice compost. You can see the compost on the top, beautiful stuff. And we basically go through and we put down zucchinis around at the front, and we put the pumpkins down through the center. And that's all you have to do is you can set up a really quick garden by doing a very simple sheet mulching area and just opening up specific spots just to put your pumpkins, your zucchinis, your cucumbers, your watermelons, whatever you want to grow that sort of spreads in just different locations. You don't need to have the whole thing as a full-blown soil garden. Just over on the under part of our little compass garden over here, you can see the comfrey's just starting to come back through after a real dry spell. We've been pumping a little bit of water back into it, but also the heat's now bringing it back on. So we do our comfrey edging. You'll see all the comfrey starting to pick up. Now, comfrey is definitely a dynamic accumulator. It sends taproots down, 2.5, 3 meters, and it's an amazing feeder for other plants. And again, like our sheet mulching setup, we just open up different areas in the actual hay beds, in the sheet mulch beds, and we actually plant out zucchinis, button squash, bush type pumpkins, so like golden nuggets. And you can see what we've just been doing here, so we just get it all ready for the first early crop leading up to Christmas. We come down around here, we've got a bed here that has a little bit of asparagus in it that we've actually knocked right back, which will come back through again, and the pods are where the asparagus are. We've got a fig in the center, and we've got a peach tree that was a pioneer tree. We never actually planted it. It's come up on its own, but hey, if it wants to be there, it has to be there. So you can see, the main thing I want to show you guys is if we look down here, and you'll see, if I can find it, dripper hose, right? That's the be all to end all. Hardly low pressure. It saves on water big time, and the dripper hose, you can mount that dripper hose so it just follows around the edge of things like your comfrey or your vegetables or your fruit trees, and have it strategically placed so it's just near the root zone. You'll notice that, and then what happens is you'll notice at the moment you can see the pipe, the actual dripper hose, but as soon as the comfrey gets big enough and it gets into full bloom, all the leaves will cover over and you won't see the dripper hose again. So it's if you strategically set up the base, most times it's all going to get covered over, and as far as aesthetics go, it looks fantastic because you can't see it, but it does its job.